It's 2:20 in the morning. You can't sleep. Your eyes are still closed. The bed is comfortable, but you can't sleep. You look at your nightstand in the darkness. You reach with your hand and you grab your phone. You know exactly where it is. It is at the same place you leave it every day. The same place you left it when you went to sleep a few hours ago. You grab your phone and your eyes half open. You see the clock saying 2:20 a.m. And you just sit there in your bed for a little bit, thinking about why you can't sleep, what you have to do today, and a few other things that come to your mind. You aren't in control, they just come to your mind, those thoughts. But in between those thoughts, there's this energy. Can't really pinpoint it, can't really explain or put a word into it. It just tells you to get up. As if it was someone within you, deep within you, telling you to get up, to go after it. And in that moment, the very, very short but powerful moment, you rock yourself into your bed, pushing your back against the mattress, and you push your feet out and you get up. In 1 second, you went from let me go to sleep to I'm up. I'm up. That's what I've done for the past 3 years. A journey that I never would have expected. At the age of 36 years old now, I cannot recognize myself when I view myself as my 14-year-old self, 20-year-old self, or 25-year-old self, or even 30-year-old self. The person that I've become has walked a path that never imagination I would have thought I would have walked. As a little kid coming from Madagascar, 10,000 miles away from where I am in the United States. As that little kid would dreamt of a vision, a dream, a lifestyle, an emotion. And pursuing that journey through school, through civil war, through a hip tumor, through being alone 10,000 miles away from my parents, through being on my own, through having bank accounts closed, through being in situations where I could have disappeared and no one would have even known where I was. And through climbing back to building a 15-year career, building generational wealth through investing, being in fitness for over 10 years, building a great relationship and building a family now. And now transitioning from a 9 to 5 to pursuing my legacy project and endeavor. I can now recognize myself. How did I become this person? And there's no other moment that I'm able to get honest with myself but when the noise dies down. There's no phone. There's no one around me. And perhaps there's only me and the weights, me and the cardio machine, me and what I'm listening to in my ear. I can hear the sound of my breath. I can hear the sound of my steps as I walk. I can feel an energy that I would have called woo-woo, too deep, crazy, weird, perhaps at one point when I was younger. When I was the young man, so focused on my appearances, on what I would look like, and what others thought of me. And what am I thankful for? For this greatest blessing that I've ever had in my life. I'm thankful for what it is that is greater than me, that protected me through the ups and downs, that pushed me when I thought everything was done, that gave me a hand when I was down, an energy within me that is greater than all the frameworks, disciplines, classes, hacks that I've come across and saved in my YouTube liked videos and playlists and spent thousands and thousands of dollars for in school. An energy that only life knows what it is. God, the universe, fate, my soul, my spirit, however you want to call it. That energy that is greater than me is what has given me the strength to continue to walk, to do things that I never thought I would do before, to make decisions that my ego never wanted to make. It is also that energy that is now opening my world every single day to blessings, opportunities, and abundance of gratitude. The skill to see windows in places where before I saw walls. As a young man, I was praised for my looks. I was praised for my athletic talents. I was praised for my intellectual performance. I was praised for following the rules. I was praised for having potential. I was praised for many things that were at the surface. And for a long time, my identity was attached to these things. But I only knew the surface. I only knew where my attention wanted me to look at. And it took falling short on the goals that I set so ambitious and so high, as I was inspired by this validation from others. It took coming up short and humiliation within myself to see myself come up short again and again on goals that I set for myself. It took that for me to see my true power, my true energy. And it took that for me to see how humility and being humble is the foundation no one will ever see. To me, being the type of person that is willing to take on risk, invest tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, approach anyone on the street, make videos where I'm able to be introspective and speak with depth. It is that level of honesty with my humanness and my imperfections and my limiting beliefs and my dreams and my emotions and thoughts and the things that I do not understand. It is that humility that is the foundation to my power. Humility is so misunderstood by so many different people. Humility is used as an excuse for people to be a half version of themselves, for people to dim their light and allow themselves to not be the person that they really are. Allowing fear, allowing their own intimidation, that voice in their head that tells them that they can't do something, and to come up short, to not stand up for to that voice when it comes. That's how people interpret humility. And that's what I thought for a very long time. But I thank life and I thank myself for allowing life to teach me as I kept coming back, setting new goals, refusing to lose, letting my ego not refuse to lose. It took this level of commitment and fight as I took on minimum wage jobs, as I kept making job applications, I kept making investments. When I lost $150,000 trading penny stocks, $150,000 that I gained in the span of 2 weeks and then lost in the span of 2 weeks. And coming back. It took trying multiple different disciplines, from music, soccer, Wall Street, government, fitness, and now content. For me to see the greatness within me and the greatness in accepting that I am human and that being human is not it is not a problem. It is a blessing. It is the greatest blessing that we have been given, but that we are ungrateful for, as we refuse this journey of learning, as we refuse this journey of living, of experiencing and exploring, of not knowing, and of coming back, of making mistakes, of hurting, of investing into things that we end up losing money on, of having our heart broken. That journey of learning has been to me the greatest odyssey of my life. And at the age of 36 years old, that is my message to each and every one. That is the legacy that I push. That is who I am. And the only energy that has pushed me through this learning is this energy that I got honest with myself when I spent time alone with myself. In those moments where I felt like I wasn't growing, in those moments where I felt like I was a loser, in those moments where I felt alone, that it is the moment that I got my breakthrough. That is the moment that I found the energy to live an authentic life. And on the outside, if you ask perhaps certain people who see me at the gym or different times of the day, or people who know me in general from the outside will say, man, Hari never answers any calls, or he never reaches out, or we never see him, or he's always got his hoodie on and head down. Never talks to anybody. Hari is antisocial. Hari is introvert. And then some other people will say, Hari always has energy. He always has the vibe, the confidence to dance in the middle of the dance floor even when no one is dancing. He has such depth in his voice. I want to be confident like him. I want to be a beast like him. I want to talk like him. I want to be able to take on risks like him. And the truth is, what they don't know, each of these different perspectives that people have about me, they don't know what I know about myself. And that is the same for you. You must go through this phase where you will be misunderstood because you're going through the lab, the cage, the dark room, as Kobe Bryant said, the mental gym, where only you know the sauce, the blueprint, the recipe for yourself. That recipe is inspired by looking at the world and others, but it must be developed looking at yourself as the determining factor. And that takes a level of honesty, of telling yourself the things that may seem like a negative talk, but perhaps maybe the most powerful thing you need to hear in your life, about perhaps how fat you are, how out of shape you are, how much of a pussy you are, to even cuss at yourself and allow yourself to cry. It takes that level of honesty. In these moments, there is no mask. In these moments, it is you and your soul. It is you and God. It is you and the universe. It is you and your fate. No one will ever understand those, and some people will make fun of you. Talking about, you don't need to do all that. Man, that's some bullshit. Man, she is weird. But when they see you shine out there, being the type of person so locked in, delivering your message, your craft, your product, your service, with a level of power, creativity, confidence, delivery, sexiness, energy, productivity, they will want to know how you do it. And guess what? They will never know. Because they have to be the one with you in that dark room, feeling how much pain you felt, how alone you felt, how much powerful your dreams wake you up early in the morning or keep you late at night. They will need to go through your journey, and nobody can do that but you. The tragedy of a man and a woman in this life is to never allow themselves to go through this journey. In the name of the most distracting things ever, scrolling, pursuing a paycheck, watching a movie, settling for fun, and what you could have is not just fun, but greatness, legacy, purpose, an impact for yourself that go well beyond your dreams. We settle. Are you settling right now? Are you standing at the gate that can open you up to this world where everything is possible, from being happy in the pursuit of greatness, from being grateful in your journey of ups and downs, and being honest with yourself, no longer having to act and feeling like a stranger in your own body? Are you going to stand in front of that gate forever, holding the keys to your dreams, with everything you need on the other side of that gate? But you have to be willing to open it. You have to be willing to walk through the tunnel that goes from that gate to that arena, where you will be your greatest self. You have to be willing to walk in that darkness. You have to be willing to feel that pain of humiliation and embarrassment, that pain of spending money onto things that perhaps you never use, of losing money again and again, of coming up short on your diet again and again. But to continue to allow learning, to allow that energy that cannot be explained to drive you and to push you and to help you and to forge you and to check you and to lead you when you have nothing left. That is the question in your life. That is the question. And as I embark on this journey to get back fully into fitness and get in the greatest shape of my life, as I embark on this journey for the beginning of the rest of my life, to build a legacy for myself, for the people I love, about what type of man I committed to be until the very last day, regardless of the outcome. As I embark on this journey, I will be misunderstood and you will be misunderstood, but you and I are the same. When we get real with ourselves, we know. We know that a life without passion doesn't really feel like a beautiful life, doesn't it? And I know that you want a life where you wake up early in the morning and regardless of what you have out there, you have that energy where you feel like you want it. That energy that you can't really explain, but it makes you get up. It makes you go after it. It makes you create, connect, contribute, learn, earn, pass it on. It makes you be a beast in the gym, on your craft. That energy is your legacy. That learning is your legacy. Your job is not to judge yourself. Only God and the universe can do that. What you can do now is to finally decide. To take the step in front of you that you can take. And to keep going. And to keep adjusting. And to keep learning. I'm excited for this journey, fam. And as you and I build and build and build this brick by brick, I'm excited to see what's in store for you. I'm excited to see the growth that you experience and the realizations that you finally open your eyes to, and you open your mind to, and open your spirit and soul to. Behind this journey of fitness, wealth, you will find something even greater. And I'm excited and looking forward to seeing the person that you cannot no longer recognize as you become now the greatest version of yourself. As always, fam, wherever you are, wherever you come from, you are destined for greatness. Get busy living, not busy dying. Love.